I truly believe my age, the fact that I'm someone that doesn't look like they should have the diagnosis of lung cancer. I think the fact that I live reasonably fit and healthy, I'm not someone that has like a long history of going to the doctor with problems. I'm in good health, and I think that's why I wasn't picked up. My name's Jules, I'm 38 years old, I'm a mother, a wife, and just a happy person living the best life possible. So I was diagnosed on November the 5th, 2021, following going to the GP after discovering a lump just in the base of my neck here by my collarbone. I had shoulder pain and running down my arm, and I got diagnosed over the phone with tennis elbow. I was on medication for sciatica because I had lower back pain. So I was unaware that shoulder pain or arm pain, backache, are symptoms of lung cancer. I called the doctors up and asked if I could make an appointment to get checked, to which they asked for a photograph to be sent in. And obviously I said that you wouldn't be able to see it, you really needed to sort of have a feel. When I was examined by my doctor said to me that he thought it was just a cyst or just a raised gland that people get when they're run down. I really wasn't happy being told it's a cyst. I was then put through to, the first appointment was with ENT, ear, nose and throat. He said everything looks fine, but we'll put you through for an ultrasound. So then everything was done on an emergency 2-week quota. So then my next appointment came for the scan. I had this amazing American lady with spats on, and she scanned my neck, and then she said to me, okay, she said, I'm going to take biopsies now. I'm going to take 6 biopsies. If I can get more, I'll try. And I was like, okay, my alarm bells are ringing. And then she said, it's one of 2. She said, and then obviously at that point she told me that it was potentially cancer. As a mother, just all the worst scenarios possible. I think immediately it's death that runs through your head. It was then I was trying to sort of in my head prepare for, how am I going to tell my son my outcome? How am I going to tell my son how long I've got? Have I got long? It is just, everything runs through your head when you're faced. But it also feels like it's not real. Like there's that aspect where you're like, is this actually happening to me? And I just sat down and I just said, is it cancer? And he just said, yes, it's cancer. And then I obviously just, I can feel it now, just went cold. And then I just spilled out loads of questions but couldn't get any answers because I had to be then put through to lung cancer specialists, because unfortunately he couldn't tell me anything or show me anything. He just delivered the news. I think for someone to be delivered that information but not have that the possibilities of the quick firing answers, there should have been someone there at that appointment, not me being told I had to go home. Then I received a phone call 3 days later, and that was, when was that? I think that was the day before Christmas Eve, because I had family round, and I just received a phone call to be told that my CT scan showed that it spread to spine and pelvis. At that moment in time, I was still on a pathway of understanding, because we were waiting for biopsy results from Oxford to find out more about what had been detected. So there's obviously that aspect where I was thinking, is this going to be my last Christmas? Because I knew at that stage it was stage 4. So that I was at the end of the path really. But then my treatment plan came. When I met my consultant, I obviously straight away said, is there anything that can be done? And he said yes. And he said to me that obviously being of a younger generation, he told me about a drug called ozaminitrab that was launched in 2015 and shows great success in the younger generation of basically putting my cancer to sleep, because I was told that I'm incurable and that there is nothing that they can do, but there are some amazing treatment lines out there, and I take a tablet, just one little tablet every single day, which I call my magic medicine. And since my diagnosis, I'm scanned every 3 months, and every 3 months my scans have been stable with no progression, all down to that little tiny tablet. You have to pay a price, I think, for having a drug working so invasively in your system. I have mouth ulcers constantly, cracked skin, dry skin, because all the oil's been extracted from my body now, so I don't produce any oil. Diarrhea, sickness, loss of appetite, fatigue, the list goes on. But the side effects, that's when your lung nurse comes in, because she will make everything become manageable within your life. I still think I'm in that bad dream. I still wake up most days and think, is this actually happening to me? Because I do believe, to look at, people would never believe in a million years that I have double lung cancer, stage 4, that has spread to 3 points of my spine and double pelvis. Yeah. Never in a million years. I don't have a hoarse voice. I don't cough. I'm not coughing up blood. I do have pain. I do feel slightly failed, because I feel that I'm not a medical professional to know that my body was sending out a message. Had those little jigsaw pieces been picked up by a medical profession, I should have been scanned, and then I potentially could have been found out at a much lower stage. Obviously not heard stage 4, I could have been found out a lot sooner. But I've made peace with my situation, and I think by making peace with what's happening to me and what card I've been dealt with has allowed me to live. I feel that I don't live with cancer. Cancer lives with me. I feel like I'm the one in control. Definitely.